Welcome back. In today's explainer, we're taking a complex topic and breaking it down into completely clear, structured slides so you can learn exactly what you need to know fast. Today, we are looking at the unsung, super hardworking hero of your Sydney home, your roof. Specifically, we're unlocking the secrets of roof angles and pitch. Now, you might think this is just some nerdy building detail, but getting this right directly impacts your wallet, your comfort, and honestly, your home's survival.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the unpaid house warrior, then break down pitch versus angle. After that, we'll look at low, medium, and steep profiles before covering materials, the Sydney solar sweet spot, and finally, how to make the right choice. Let's jump straight into Section 1, the unpaid house warrior, and exactly why your roof deserves your attention. So, when was the last time you really looked at your roof? I mean, genuinely paid attention to it. If you're like most of us, you probably only looked up when there was an annoying little drip coming from the ceiling, right? And let's be honest, that is usually a huge, very expensive oh no moment. We'll spend hours agonizing over paint colors and kitchen tiles, but we totally ignore the massive shield keeping all of that safe. I absolutely love this quote. The roofs of your house are the unpaid warriors of the house. It really hits the nail on the head. They're up there silently battling the elements day in and day out, and we only give them the time of day when something goes catastrophically wrong. But here's the thing. The secret weapon this warrior uses to win those battles, it isn't just the material, it's the angle. And just look at what it's fighting against. Sydney weather is, well, it doesn't play nice. We've got unpredictable, scorching sun baking the tiles, sudden violent storms, coastal winds trying to rip out every single nail, and heavy rain just waiting for a place to pool up. If your roof angle is wrong, pooling water and leaks are pretty much guaranteed. But get the angle right, the water runs off perfectly, and your home stays bone dry.
Moving right along to Section 2, Pitch versus Angle Explained. Let's demystify some of that textbook jargon.
If you talk to a builder, you're going to hear the word pitch a lot. Simply put, pitch is just the rise over run. It's a measurement of how many centimeters the roof goes up vertically for every 30 centimeters it travels horizontally. Now, if that sounds like a massive math headache, don't worry. Just think of a simple ramp versus a playground slide. A shallow ramp, that's a low pitch. A steep slide, high pitch. And that steepness literally dictates everything, from how water runs off to how the whole house looks from the street.
It's really just a difference in language. Builders speak in pitch, like 6 to 12. But for us homeowners, it's way easier to just picture degrees, right? Like 26.5 degrees. They are describing the exact same steepness, just in two completely different languages. So whenever a tradie rattles off a pitch ratio, remember, you're just talking about the angle of that ramp.
Which brings us to Section 3, low, medium, or steep. Let's find your perfect roof profile. First up, we have low-pitch roofs, sitting anywhere between 5 and 15 degrees. You see these a ton on slick, modern builds and trendy extensions around town. The good stuff, they look super clean, they're generally cheaper to build, and you can actually walk on them without having a panic attack. But here is the crucial catch. Because that slope is so gentle, water doesn't rush off. That means it absolutely demands special waterproofing, and it severely limits the types of materials you can actually put on top of it. Next, we've got medium pitch roofs, ranging from 15 to 30 degrees. Honestly, this is the absolute sweet spot where most suburban Sydney homes happily live. And why does everyone love it? Well, it drains beautifully, which stops those dreaded pools of water. It plays perfectly with almost any roofing material you can think of, and it just looks wonderfully normal and balanced. Finally, let's look at steep pitch roofs. We're talking anything from 30 up to 45 degrees or even more. Think of those beautiful, century-old heritage or Federation homes. On the plus side, water runs off these things like it's incredibly late for an appointment. You also get amazing attic space and a huge, imposing street presence. The downside? They cost quite a bit more to build. And getting up there to clean the gutters? Yeah, totally terrifying. All right, Section 4, Materials and Minimum Angles. Let's see how to match your slope to your materials. I really want you to burn this number into your memory right now. 15 degrees. This is the golden minimum rule if you want standard concrete or terracotta roof tiles. Why? Because tiles rely entirely on gravity and overlap to shed water. If your roof is flatter than 15 degrees, the water will literally sneak back up underneath those overlapping tiles. If you ignore the manufacturer's minimum angle here, you will void your warranty and pretty much invite leaks straight into your living room. When you compare the two materials directly, the difference is huge.
While tiles are super demanding with that 15-degree minimum, metal roofing is like the ultimate forgiving superhero. It's tough, it's light, and it can handle incredibly gentle angles, sometimes as low as a barely there 2 degrees. That's exactly why you see metal on all those cool, flat-looking contemporary homes.
Just look at how impressively low metal can go. You've got hidden fix systems that drop all the way down to 2 degrees, which is basically flat to the naked eye. Standard corrugated metal, that usually needs roughly 5 degrees, and standing seam profiles can go incredibly low too. Metal just works beautifully for those low-pitch designs without causing you any dripping headaches down the track.
Now for Section 5, Sydney's solar sweet spot. Let's talk about maximizing your energy efficiency. Here is another absolutely crucial number, 30 degrees. Because Sydney sits at a latitude of approximately 34 degrees south, a 30-degree roof angle is the absolute sweet spot for capturing maximum solar energy all year round. So if solar panels are anywhere in your future, getting this angle right should jump straight to the top of your priority list.
But hey, please don't panic if your roof isn't perfectly 30 degrees. If you're aiming anywhere in that 25 to 35 degree window, you are still going to get a fantastic energy-boosting result. Modern solar systems are super clever, and a decent installer can easily adjust the mounts to make up for minor differences in the angle.
We are in the home stretch now. Section 6, making the right choice and putting it all together.
Please, whatever you do, do not torture yourself with trigonometry. You just need to follow 2 wonderfully simple steps. Step 1, pull up a free online roof slope calculator. It'll easily translate pitch into degrees and show you what materials might actually work. Step 2, get a friendly local Sydney roofing professional to actually stand in your driveway and inspect your home. Theory is great and all, but localized expert advice, that's priceless.
When that pro shows up, this checklist is exactly what they'll be looking at. They're going to check our weird local weather patterns to ensure optimal drainage. They'll confirm your exact material specs, match the pitch to your house style and budget, factor in your future solar plans, and, critically, they'll figure out what's going to be a massive pain to maintain later so you don't have to suffer.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you actively squeezing every single dollar out of your roof's potential, from energy savings to lasting durability? Or are you just sitting there waiting for the next leak? Understanding roof angles isn't just about boring building codes. It literally puts you in charge of your home's comfort and your wallet. No more nodding blankly at tradies. You've got the blueprint now. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.